We chose to address the issue of mental health and the effect that COVID has on teenagers. It feels isolating, like the teen is not being heard by their parents, and it also feels like their thoughts and feelings are not valid because other people have it worse. We care about this issue because it affects us, our peers, and people that we care about and relate to. We realize that this can affect anyone close to us. We would like to deal with mental health issues during the teenage years rather than later on because constant suffering over the years can lead to the silence and refusal to receive help. Teenagers during COVID have new responsibilities at a young age. They don't want to be burdened on anyone else. They have normalized their problems and don't realize that the toll COVID and its problems are taking on them. Parents may not allow access to mental health resources where they even exist. A recent report by WVTM in Birmingham emphasized the long wait times people are experiencing in Birmingham to connect with mental health professionals. Long waits like these can cause people to give up on receiving help. Working with teenagers and parents together gives the best chance of success because then parents would have a better understanding of what teens need and even of their own mental health issues. Through this project, we hope to educate parents and teens on mental health and how it affects school success, life choices, and relationships with family and peers. Our goal was to generate awareness with teens and parents of why mental health is important. Now I'd like to turn it over to my teammate Callie to present the results of our project.
To reach parents and teens, we hosted 2 forums via Zoom that educated parents and teens on different ways to see mental health and strategies to avoid mental health crisis. The same information was presented at each forum. We partnered with Youth Talk, a volunteer-driven youth and family support organization dedicated to empowering youth and young adults to deal with their emotions and express themselves in positive ways. Youth Talk helped us structure our forums and facilitated breakout room discussions. We enlisted the help of the Boys and Girls Club to promote the forums to teens and parents and folks in the area who work with teens. We also talked to Boy Scout Troop 11 about promoting the forum. This is a peace project because we are building bridges between parents and teens and families and mental health professionals in order to provide support for mental health issues. This addresses structural violence because we address the stigma around mental illness. We worked together with counselors from Youth Talk on the agenda and presentation topics for the forum. During each forum, we gave a presentation as a team about mental health. We talked about signs and symptoms of stress, general anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, and obsessive compulsive disorder. We also presented common treatments such as talk therapy, medications, and stress relief activities. We gave information about when to seek medical advice. All the information came from the National Institutes of Mental Health website. After the presentation, we broke into breakout rooms to hear the sides of parents and teens. Youth Talk professionals answered any questions they may have had, and we had 10 people attend our forums. After the forum, participants were asked to complete a survey. 4 people had completed the survey as of Friday. Before the forum, 3 participants indicated their understanding of teen mental health issues was a 3 out of 5, and 1 participant indicated a 4 out of 5. After the forum, 2 participants increased their understanding to 4 out of 5, and 2 participants increased their understanding to 5 out of 5. Even though we didn't have a large number of participants, we feel that we were able to educate the teens and parents who did attend. We also felt these forums will help bridge the gap between parents and teens as they further discussions on mental health. We met the requirements for SMART goals. Specific, we targeted parents and teenagers, primarily Boys and Girls Club members, to attend our forums. Measurable, we held 2 forums with around 10 participants in total. Attainable, we successfully worked with partners to plan our forums. We implemented our forums and collected feedback from participants. Relevant, recent news articles like Meghan Markle's interview have highlighted the difficulty in getting help with mental health issues. Isolation and uncertainty due to COVID have caused teens to develop or have more acute mental health issues. Time bound, we completed our project in the allotted time frame. I'll now hand it over to my teammate Daryl, who will introduce a poll.
Yes, we are going to have a poll up. It'll just be about, do you feel that there's a stigma around seeking treatment for mental health? And specifically with teens and parents, it's going to be a yes, no, or someone answer. We would ask that you please complete this poll. It would seem at the moment, four of you said yes, and four of you said yes, and four of you said somewhat. That's actually pretty interesting. I would, if you could in the chat or out loud, say why you said your answer.
I personally think that there is a stigma around seeking treatment for mental health. I think sometimes there's this gap that, it's hard to talk to parents sometimes about something like this, in my opinion.
Things that you can do is that you can maybe add support to some nonprofit organizations, such as Youth Talk that we worked with ourselves, Youth Talk United. They are a nonprofit that helps teens with mental health issues and stuff like that. Or what you can do is you can maybe support the National Mental Health Foundation. You can go there, you can look at different things there. You can also just sit down and talk with your own teen, ask them how their day was and stuff like that. Let them be open with you. That can help as well. I personally didn't know about the long wait times. I didn't know that it was a long wait times for people to get mental health. I thought that that would be at least something that everybody could get to, but it seems that there are long wait times for people. So that can be a troubling thing when it comes to mental health. As like we said, long wait times equal to not wanting to get help, and not wanting to get help lives with them suffering in silence, and maybe they'll make the ultimate decision. And that's what we want to prevent as possible. If possible, we want to prevent. Personally, my favorite part, and I think the others can attest to this, was being able to work with different people and maybe cause a difference in somebody's thought on mental health, and maybe get somebody the help they need, because that's something that's very important to us. People reaching out and getting that help, because a lot of people do think that they can do it on their own, or they're not even thinking about it as a mental health issue or an issue that can take a toll on them like that. So it was very good to be able to get that information out there and get some people to know. So maybe it can have a small trickle effect and somebody can get help that they need.